Are you team white rice or team brown rice? Which of these two is healthier for you? Please, let's dive in. My name is Dr. Ennin, doctorate pharmacist and a functional medicine doctor. And again, welcome to the channel. I am sure your dietitian may have one point in time told you do brown rice. I'm sure you've heard on the news that white rice is even better. So where is the truth here? Let's dive into the basics. The first thing I want us to look at is the composition. White rice has its bran, its husk, its germ layer removed and reduced to pure carbohydrates. Brown rice, on the other hand, has its intact, and this is the part that carries all the B vitamins. So in other words, brown rice have more B vitamins than the white rice. Now, there is something called phytic acid, which is what makes the structure of both the white rice and the brown rice. Unfortunately, this particular compound is anti-nutrient. It means that in the presence of this phytic acid, we are unable to absorb the nutrient that is contained in both the brown rice and the white rice. The other thing I want us to talk about is the glycemic index. Both the white and the brown are high on the glycemic chart. However, the white is a bit higher than the brown in terms of its ability to increase blood glucose, and that's because of the little fiber the brown rice may have. Now, the other thing is arsenic. Arsenic is a naturally occurring compound that can be toxic to human health. We can find it in soils, water, air, and fruits. Now, brown rice have more arsenic than white rice, about 80 times more than white rice, and for that reason, some people want to stay away from the brown rice. The last piece that I want us to look at is the carbohydrate content. 1 cup of cooked rice of white rice is equivalent to about 45 grams of carbohydrate. Same 1 cup of brown rice is about 44 gram carbohydrate. And when talking about a cup, this is actually a cup. So a cup, a cooked rice of brown or white will be about this size, and it's equivalent to about between 44 and 45 grams of carbohydrate. As you can see, there's not that much of a difference in terms of its carbohydrate content. And for that reason, for the one who is metabolically compromised, and this will be the pre-diabetic, this will be the hypertensive, this will be the diabetic, this will be the person with high triglycerides, this will be the person with low HDL, and the list goes on. This can be a problem. So what is your take? What do you think? Personally, I think that if you have a metabolic syndrome or syndrome X, which is comprised of diabetes, pre-diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, low HDL, high triglycerides, and the list goes on, this can be a problem. So if you are diabetic, particularly if you're pre-diabetic, you want to lay off both the brown rice and the white rice, because both of them will spike your blood sugar and it can compromise your metabolic health. I'm not sure about the fiber content between the two, because the fiber in the brown is not that much of a difference, and I don't see how somebody wants to be a hero doing the brown rice versus the white rice because of its fiber content. If you really want to enjoy fiber, then I advise that we indulge in non-starchy vegetables. Or if you're looking to get the nutrients out of these two, then the best way to eat either of this rice is to sprout it, meaning that we want to soak it between 12 to 24 hours before we cook them, so that we can actually enjoy the nutrients out of this. But for metabolic purposes, I don't advise either the brown or the white rice, because it can definitely compromise your metabolic health. If this video has given you a fresh perspective and insight on the debate on white rice versus brown rice, please don't forget to smash the like button, follow, share, and most importantly, subscribe, so that we can keep this conversation going. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.